Where's the 40 first? Slide first. Hey guys, am I audible to all of you? Okay, I consider this as yes. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you had a great time listening to the advancements what our computer vision industry is going through these days. And now it's time for me to take you away to a very different augmented world, which is getting built on these kind of advancements, where the device what you're holding in your hands is going to be always on and always ready for augmentation. But before taking you away to this new journey of augmented world, I would like to make sure that most of you knows about augmented reality. And for those of you who doesn't know what it is, so augmented reality is a computer vision technology which allows superimposition of digital information into real time over real objects in our real world scenarios. And we at Metaio are working religiously hard in this direction to make this entire digital a very natural, seamless, and effortless experience. But first thing first, who is Metaio and what are we doing in this space? So Metaio was founded in 2003 by two very nerdy and geeky German scientists in Munich. But they started their early research in late 90s, and from that level, we have scaled Metaio to a level at this point where we are close to 100 plus employees based in Munich, which is our headquarters, and in 2 locations in US, one in California and other in Dallas. So what are we doing in this space in first place? So Metaio is a technology provider which provides, which serves the entire value chain in AR, starting from the hardware, where we have our own AR engine and we are collaborating with other chipset partners. And then we have a software offering, which is Metaio's software development kit, which is used by developers across the globe to create applications for Android and iOS. And then for the end user, we have our own browser called Junaio, through which you can access the content, which anyways I'll touch in the further slides in more detail. As well, in this journey of almost, let's say, 14 years, we have served 1,000 plus B2B customers across the globe. Be coming from the marketing side, retail side, industrial, automobile, and the names include likes of IKEAs, Legos, Audis, and all these people. And at the same time, we are the only dedicated company who is working on this hardware, this entire AR food chain, starting from the hardware, software, and the AR browser. Okay, so to make it more simple, we have divided the AR into 4 fundamental pillars on which Metaio has strong presence, starting from the outdoor scenarios. Imagine me standing in Taipei where I have no much idea about the city, and I'm looking for a vegetarian restaurant, a very real life use case. So I use my smartphone to look in the buildings next to me where there is a vegetarian restaurant present, and it gives me a logo of that particular restaurant on top of the building. So I can follow intuitively in that direction without asking anybody on the street where to go. Then comes the indoor segments. Indoor segments means like I'm in a supermarket and I'm looking where the salt is. So in a huge supermarket, I have to either go from rack by rack to identify where the salt is left, or I can just follow the directions shown by my AR browser. I can walk through and reach the place. So indoor navigation is a very big use case for indoor scenarios. Then comes the objects. So in this case, again, I'm in Taipei. I'm looking for some directions, and what I see is in Chinese. So I use my browser, point it over the object, and it translates on the fly the direction to English, or the language which I understand. And then comes the scenarios in terms of typically the humans, so like us. So basically, like if you have to buy glasses, you don't need not to go to the shop always. You can stand next to your PC, look through the camera, it overlays glasses on your face, and then you can decide which suits you better. You just buy it online. So these are the 4 fundamental pillars in which AR can be easily divided and structured to keep the message clear how AR can be useful. This is what we have perceived, but what let's say the market analysts are saying, because everybody wants to listen their projections. So as per Juniper Research, augmented reality is going to scale from less than 100 million in 2012 to close to 5 billion in 2017. So you could see a wide potential in this industry, and you can see the monetization coming in different levels. Enterprise games are the ones which have the highest potential, and that's where we are currently focusing on quite a lot with our partners. But at the same time, this augmented reality as a concept will be much more profound, much more clear to people, and much more adaptive when there's usefulness. Like you all understand the use cases and wants to use it in the daily lives. And this usefulness comes basically from great content, when you have information what you're looking for, plus the great technology and ease of usage. So that means the information what you're getting is very seamless, so that whatever you get, you want to use it again and again. That's the basic concept what we want to propose. Sorry, it didn't come. Okay. So that's the basic concept. When we have usefulness all available for the people, then the mobile AR will be adopted widely across different verticals. And then, this is not, let's say, marketing statement, but we can clearly say that augmented reality is going to be the user interface of the future when you have the right content for the right people and who can retrieve it in the right manner. And what Metaio has also done in this direction, that we are trying to standardize the process of AR. So we quite recently donated a symbol, which you see on the right side, to standardize the process of AR, so that wherever you see this logo, it means the object has some AR content on top of it. So that's why we are putting a lot of efforts to make it a stronger community who supports this and allows the wide adoption of AR across different verticals in the market. And this was the food chain I was mentioning in the beginning. So currently we are serving the entire food chain, and we are the only dedicated company who is doing that. So at hardware level, we are working with partners like ARM and doing the OpenCL optimizations over the Mali platform, so that the users using ARM phones have better experience in terms of AR retrieval. And then a few more chipset partners whom we have collaborated in great detail. Then on the software side, the Metaio SDK, this is the biggest cash cow for Metaio, which is used by developers across the world, as I said. And this SDK sits on top of the hardware engine, on the hardware acceleration, what you see. And so that the entire experience from the user's perspective gets more seamless. And then there's the content. But Metaio being a technology company, we don't do content by ourselves. We have content partners across the globe who develop the content for us or for their customers and use the SDK capabilities. This SDK is available for free to download from iOS and Android markets. Only thing when it comes to a commercialization aspect, when as a developer you want to monetize the benefits of SDK, then you have to get rid of the watermark from the app what you have developed, and for that you need to pay one-time license fees to Metaio, and then it's a per seat license. After that you can deploy as many apps as possible for iOS and Android markets parallelly. At the same time, for the end user, we have an offering called Junaio, which is an AR browser, again a free browser which you can download for iOS and Android markets, and with this you can retrieve the content. So many of you who have been to our booth could have seen that how Junaio allows you to very easily get the content from magazines, from posters, from objects what you see there. And